Hey, morning guys, great to be back with you. My name's Josh, for those that don't know me, and I am here to bring you the next exciting instalment of what we're doing in Sunday school, okay guys? So this week we are going to look at the Holy Spirit. We're going to look at what he is and what he does and how he can help us in our lives, okay guys? So the Holy Spirit is part of the Trinity, so it's God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It makes up the Trinity, and the Holy Spirit is invisible, okay guys? We can't see the Holy Spirit, but we can see what he does. We can see his works around us, and we can also feel him within us, helping us get closer to God. Many people don't know much about the Holy Spirit. He's a bit of a mystery to some people, but a lot of people don't know that he can really help us in our lives and make our lives a lot easier and a lot better. And so we're going to have a little look at that today. The Holy Spirit is so important, and it's the Holy Spirit that first shows us the parts of our lives that we need God in, and helps us turn to God and let God help us in the parts of our lives when we need him more. And I think that's amazing. It's the Holy Spirit that teaches us that Jesus is King and helps us to live our lives more pleasing for God and show us how to go. It's a bit like a guide, a bit like a map. The Bible tells us in Galatians that when we let the Holy Spirit guide us and show us God's way, we can change for the better. We can when we let the Holy Spirit, can't speak this morning, help. We can start acting more like God, and it can help us guide us to act more like God. Okay, guys. When we start acting more like God, and when we let the Holy Spirit help us, we show something called the fruits of the Spirit. Now, the Bible calls these fruits of the Spirit because it's a bit like a tree. So in the same way that the tree produces fruits, like it might produce an apple or a banana, when we start letting the Holy Spirit help us and work within us and guide us, and actually we start producing spiritual fruits, or different fruits and different aspects of our personality. And in the Bible, it says these fruits are, it gives lots of different fruits. It says they're love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Okay, guys, these are all the fruits of the Spirit that the Spirit can help us with. And when we let the Spirit help us in our lives, we can start producing these to become more like God and to become better people. And I think that's amazing. The Holy Spirit also helps us in lots of other ways. I know for a start, when I read the Bible, sometimes I find the Bible really tricky to understand. I find it really difficult. And so in one way, the Holy Spirit is like a pair of glasses. These aren't my glasses, these are my sister's glasses. They're a bit small and a bit horrible because they're pink. But I don't like pink glasses, and they're not very sorted for my eyes. But it helps us see it more clearly. It's like the Holy Spirit can be a bit like a pair of glasses. Helps us understand the Bible more and see it more clearly. Take them off because they hurt my eyes. The other thing that Holy Spirit is described as is like a sword. Where's my sword? It's called the Sword of the Spirit. I wasn't allowed a real sword because no one trusts me with a real sword, so I made one. And it's a bit like a sword that helps us fight our battles and helps us do the things in life that are really hard. And so it says the Holy Spirit can help us in the things in life that we find difficult. And we can do that. We can use that by praying and asking the Holy Spirit to help us in the parts of our lives where we need his help. Okay. The other thing the Holy Spirit is like a telephone. This is my telephone. And the Holy Spirit can help us talk to God and hear from God. And so the Holy Spirit can tell us, can help us learn more about God and get closer to God through things like praying and messages from other people and messages from God. And that's really important and really awesome that the Holy Spirit is a bit like a telephone between us and God, because we can speak to God through the Holy Spirit, and that's really awesome. Something else the Holy Spirit can help us do is help us tell other people about Jesus. The Holy Spirit can make us brave and give us the right words to say when we need to tell people about Jesus. And that's the story we're going to read today. It's a story in the Bible called the story of Nathaniel and Philip. Okay, guys. Now, Philip is the first person I'm going to tell you about. Philip was just an ordinary guy and was one day going about his business when Jesus came up to him. Jesus came up to him in the streets and said, "Philip, I want you to follow me." And Philip went, "Yeah, of course I want to follow you. You're amazing." So Philip went and followed Jesus. Now, the first opportunity Philip got, he slipped away and went and found his best friend Nathaniel. And he said to Nathaniel, "Nathaniel, I found Jesus. He's amazing. You've got to come and see." And Nathaniel was a bit like, What are you talking about?" But then when Nathaniel trusted Philip, because Philip was brave and told him all about Jesus, then Nathaniel went and found Jesus and saw that he was amazing and saw that all the brilliant things that Jesus did. And that was really brilliant. Philip was brave and he was strong, and he told his best friend about Jesus. And that's something the Holy Spirit can help us do. He can make us brave and give us the right words to say to other people. So that's maybe something we can do this week as a little challenge. We can ask the Holy Spirit to give us the right words and to make us brave to be able to tell other people about Jesus, or just help us become more like God. And that will make our lives a lot better. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. I hope you have an amazing week. And yeah, see you later.